And we are live. Welcome back to BlockDesk News, everyone. Hope you're doing well and having a great week. And as we've been discussing, December is not going to be the best month when it comes to crypto. A lot of sales, and once again, we're going to discuss a lot of manipulation, which has been happening. Very frustrating. We're going to get into MicroStrategy. We're going to get into the meme coin culture coming back a little bit. A lot of liquidity. We're going to talk about AI tokens. And of course, updates from SuperDAP. Let's start off with the BitCrow MicroStrategy and all the information there. So, Bitcoin has been, I would say, underperforming, and there's been a lot of reasons as to why. It took a dip to $85,000 as job data and ETF outflow and central bank weak stir volatility came into effect throughout this week. Job data really didn't help, and also the rate cuts which was supposed to happen, they're looking like they're going to happen, they're not going to happen, nobody's really sure. I know Trump is looking to fire Powell, and there's going to be a new director, which is really good news, but this is not happening right now, unfortunately. So just to go over the basic information, US job data lands stronger hiring, higher unemployment, and shut down noise. So this is a key catalyst. On Tuesday was released and delayed US labor data. Reuters reported the US economy added 64,000 new jobs in November, but while the unemployment rate rose to 4.6%, and it might seem small, but 4.6% unemployment is pretty high, and it's definitely affecting the market. Obviously, not as many people can even buy Bitcoin if you don't have a job, right? Macro event risk is stacked this week. CPI plus major central banks. So beyond this job data, traders are bracing for multiple macro catalysts and quick succession. So we're going to see a lot of volatility this month, and this is not the best month to be really trading. And I have been warning, for the past couple of months about this. Bitcoin tracked the tech mood again as AI concerns weigh on risk appetite. So the AI side, which we will get into in a couple of minutes, it's hey, what's up, my brother? How are you? Yeah, the AI side is on a rocky slide. I know Nvidia recently, I don't know if for those of you who've seen, they're looking to stop doing their graphic cards and move completely into AI. And while this sort of change with how AI is used within gaming, and I'm sure everybody's seen, the crazy prices of RAM chips recently. A lot of changes are happening basically. So the creeps reported that spot Bitcoin and spot ETFs shed combined 582 million on Monday. And what's interesting to notice, I've noticed that more money has been going into XRP ETFs than any other ETF in the world. I don't know how you want to take this, but it seems like XRP, which I have been really frowned at, like I've not really been the biggest fan, but it seems like Ripple is going to become a bank. That is very clear. And XRP might have a shocking surprise when it comes to a specific type of utility within the banking system. Banks are getting old. The way banks process money is getting old. Obviously, we all know this. This is not news. And Ripple seems to be the only one tackling this problem. And the CEO of Ripple is sitting there with the president, and he is, is paying money to basically get Ripple to become a bank. And this is something to keep in mind. Into, and people, the rich people, the people who are buying big amounts of ETFs, they're putting all their money into XRP ETFs, not into Bitcoin. Big withdrawals are coming, and they've already come this week, as I just mentioned. So do keep that in mind when it comes to Bitcoin. You're probably not gonna see a really big push with Bitcoin this month, and we are probably going to have a super cycle next year, but this is very unlikely based on historical data. But me personally, I really believe there will be a super cycle next year, and that sort of brings me into why I think there should be a super cycle. Now let's look at MicroStrategy. It's added another $980 million in Bitcoin, and now the total number of holdings. This is crazy. They own 671,000.268 Bitcoin. They are getting to the level of Satoshi. They're gonna soon overtake how much Bitcoin Satoshi Nakamoto has. So the recent purchase was 10,000, just 10, around 10.6 thousand Bitcoin in December 18th to the 14th. So literally, yeah, in the past week, basically. Average price they're paying is 92,000 per Bitcoin. Now, this is really weird. I'm just gonna have a look how much one Bitcoin costs, because they're overpaying while doing an OTC deal. So it's 87,000. I think it's been 87,000 for a little while. Average cost basis all holding 74,000. So the average buy that they're buying it for is 74,000. I think this is a good indicator to say that if Bitcoin hits 74,900, that is a good buy point. That is when you should be buying Bitcoin. If it goes below 70,000, it's they're gonna liquidate the fuck out of this. It's going the Bitcoin will literally go to like 10,000, 20,000, and of course, once again, that would be the best time to buy. So Bitcoin per share, Bitcoin yield turns negative, despite the headlines purchase. MicroStrategy reports a quarterly Bitcoin per share metric, sometimes referred to the market participants as Bitcoin yield, of -1%. So they're not doing as good. I know BlackRock has been really messing around with the market. Hey, what's up, Stels? Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Glad to see everybody, by the way. Yeah, so it seems like a lot of these companies are losing money with their Bitcoin purchases and their holding. And this clearly shows that next year might be that super cycle that I keep on talking about, because somebody holding, or well, almost, well, like 4 point something percent of the total Bitcoin supply. Do you think they're not gonna pump the fuck out of this token, out of this coin? Of course they are. And they're not going to be waiting 4 years until the next bull market. This is not how these VCs work. So that's my personal opinion. Let's see what happens. I'm looking at, the midterms, and we're probably going to see, halfway through the next year, things are going to start heating up. But only time will tell. Why Bitcoin per share matters? It matters because Bitcoin holdings are relative to outstanding common shares, indicating how much Bitcoin each share represents. So basically, it's just about the average purchase price of crypto, basically. Of the Bitcoin itself. My apologies. Now, let's move on to meme coins. And this is, something I didn't really. Well, I didn't think I'll be talking about again about meme coins. Yeah, so I hope so too next year. It's very likely. Look, mate, we've probably had the worst bull market in history, and I wouldn't even call it a bull market. And it's been an accumulation stage, and BlackRock as you can see, every week BlackRock sells 100 million of Bitcoin. It buys 100 million of Ethereum. It's up and down. It's up and down, and they're basically squeezing the liquidity from the little guys. They're because people get scared, they sell, then they buy again. Then people buy again, then they sell. They're squeezing as much as they can before they pump it. This is what basically the big players do in the stock market, right? If they can, of course. And in crypto, it's so much easier to do. Hey, what's up? Hope you're doing well. It's so much easier to do in crypto. So this is basically what we're seeing, and basically people are getting squeezed for their last pennies. And then when crypto does go up, and when they do push it, these people will take loans. People will take loans to buy Bitcoin, and I've seen it happen over and over. Anyway, moving on to the meme space, which, like I said, seems like meme coins are back. Sorry, I can't see what you're saying. Saying only time will tell scares me. We need to be sure that next year holds for real. Yeah, I do agree. I just obviously don't want to make any finite statements, but I am pretty confident with what I'm saying. There's going to be something next year. I don't see a bear market coming next year, so I hope that is a little bit of a better response. But yeah, moving on to the meme coin market. Very surprising. Meme coins are back, but not on Solana, not as much as I've been seeing. And AI is actually fueling it. So for those of you who don't know, yeah, you can keep your hopes up, that's for sure. For those of you who don't know, AI style meme coins are basically what's dominating the market. So projects like Turbo, an AI generated meme token, has seen huge percentage moves driven mostly by narrative hype, community momentum, and speculation, not fundamentals. Once again, please, guys, understand. I don't get paid to talk about these tokens. This is just all my personal research. So this is not marketing. This is not paid, and it's obviously not financial advice. So total meme coin market cap surged to historic levels in 2024, hitting a peak of 150 billion, driven by Trump's re-election, as we all remember. Doge is obviously, a meme coin that's going to keep on doing good. So basically, this shows that the appetite is still alive. People are still ready to take the risk. And not a lot of people really want to be buying Bitcoin and Ethereum anymore. People are getting into this degenerate state where they are just here to make these big profits. But unfortunately, for those of you who do actually invest into meme tokens, you can see they do like 2 or 3x, and then really they die so quickly now. I remember back in the day, at least people would give it a month before dumping on you. Now it's just a day. All thanks to Pump Fun, I guess. I don't know. Alongside this game, NFTs and AI meme coins are pulling attention away from Bitcoin. This is exactly what I'm saying. And that's really important to watch. So definitely keep this in mind. It is like a narrative which might pass really quickly because people want to do something in the crypto industry, and it's a narrative that could pass by the end of this year. So do be careful with this. But right now, AI focused meme coins are the hype, and for the next week, you can sort of be comfortable to basically look into some if you want to. Top 5 AI tokens: Ozark, AI, Render, Singularity, Net. Basically, those are the ones. I've been personally looking at perks and DEX markets on CoinList. That's what I'm investing in myself a lot. CoinList is probably the best option at the moment for everybody if you think the bull market is coming next year, because most of those projects are going to launch in January and February. Numeri NMR is also looking like a good contender. So yeah, do keep that in mind. Now, I wanted to discuss something also. Let me just add this page here. So I wanted to discuss DeFi. Now, this is really important because moving away from meme coins, it looks like DeFi is starting to get its TVL back, and as I'm showing you the numbers. Total volume locked $116.826 billion, minus 2% the past week. So DeFi is quietly trending again. And when I say quietly, very quietly, but DeFi is the catalyst of the alt season, right? Because that's where you're gonna start seeing utility projects finally doing good, actually launching, and people investing in them, and VCs investing and having vestings, and that's as even people might not like VCs. This is what the market needs, not all these like pump and dumps, and it's getting really frustrating for me. People are talking about decentralized exchanges, DEXs, Fair launch tokens. This is a little bit more of a meme side, but this is still a discussion that's happening. Non-custodial trading, new liquidity incentive models. So I've been talking about this for a while. New liquidity type of offerings, new ways to provide liquidity and offer your community to provide liquidity and have a real liquid token. This is what people are talking about. And DeFi is nice volume. Am I too loud or sorry, mate, if I'm too loud, I'll move the mic away. Yeah, people are so after months of low attention, DeFi conversations are picking up again, especially among builders and early adopters. And this is what we want to see. We want to see builders start to focus on DeFi, liquidity provision, tooling, metrics on like everything. This is what we want to see. This will actually make no, I mean the DeFi volume. Oh yeah, exactly. It's slowly creeping up, mate. Obviously in the past 24 hours has dropped a little bit, and it's going to be volatile, as you know, December, as I keep on saying. But yes, DeFi is slowly kicking back, so keep an eye out on there. I've not seen a DeFi project which is interesting to me as of yet, but obviously I will bring this up the moment that yeah, I see it. And going back to a little bit about AI. So AI is meeting blockchain again. AI crypto is the highest engagement narrative on Twitter right now. So look, I got Grok Premium. I sort of spoke to it about the biggest narratives that are being spoken about. So AI is still the biggest narrative, and I'm not sure if that's Grok telling me because it wants it to be the biggest narrative in crypto, or if it's really the truth. But what I'm seeing is AI trading bots, AI agents, AI linked tokens, and AI tooling integrated in DeFi and dApps. And even meme coins using AI narratives are gaining attention, especially meme coins. And that was the first thing I said when I started this live session. The meme coins, which are made by AI, they're actually getting some traction. So it's something to keep an eye out for. So that's it for this week's news from the market. I wanted to give some updates, of course, about Super dApp and what we have been doing there. So I'll bring up on my screen so everybody can see. This, by the way, is my personal X account if you guys want to follow me. Aside from that, with Super dApp, we have done a couple of things and a couple of changes as well. So we fixed a bug with push subscriptions, preventing the user from receiving notifications on PWA. That's basically your mobile app that you use. We fixed a bug where the wallet was sending the wrong error message where the users tries to click on max on different assets. We fixed a 3106 error that was persistent on top of the app for users. Fixed a bug where users were refreshing the app and losing the current chat page that they were in. Completed the implementation of user mentions on supergroups with @username, which is now under testing. So you'll be able to tag other people. I think this is such an important thing to do. We are right now working on the fast bridge. This is the bridge to bridge Super token to base. We've got an update development environment with a new testnet with the goal of speeding up development. A new feature so users can edit messages on supergroups. So finally, you can edit messages. I know this is a really big and requested feature. And most importantly, we are returning to the AI agents work from the CIS government proposal. We have a couple AI agents which we need to complete. Our time has been taken by the bridge for the past couple of weeks, but we are moving back to AI agents. So do look forward to some new AI agents actually coming soon your way, most likely in January or February. But that's it for this week. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them down in this video down below when it's finished in the comments. And of course, you can reach out to me on X directly, which I just posted, and you can of course reach out on Discord or the official SuperDAP official group. I will always try to answer. We always have some great conversations here. We share news updates and everything else. And also, before I go, I have something exciting for you that I'm working on personally. um I'm not sure if it's here though. I hope it is. No, it's not. You know what, guys? I'm gonna leave it until next week. I'll give you a little hint of what I'm working on. Nice upgrade for SuperDAP. Thank you very much. Um, what I'm working on is a grant program. There's been a lot of developers who are talking in our Discord, and I know some of you have already developed some cool AI agents. And we've got a group where people can, like, we've been discussing. The one had a really great idea: create an AI agent that connects developers and clients based on their needs. So basically, like, I guess a way to find work and for clients to find people within SuperDAP. And basically, I'm looking to start a grant program for anybody who develops these agents. And every month we can have a sort of, a community vote on the best agent. And obviously, I'll be involved in that. And then you can get a grant of some tokens and some money and some marketing for your AI agent, so you can actually make some money. Some of those guys are Reap devs. Yeah, like, I know some of them are maybe not the best, or maybe they're not real, but yeah, not real devs. Yeah, exactly. I know. I understand. There's a lot of scams out there, but you never know. Like, I've seen some of our community do some cool AI agents with the golfing. There's this one that we had a little update on, this Shankbot agent. So there's people definitely developing the agents already, and even if one of those developers on our Discord channel is real, then hey, maybe they can develop something. So, and it'll be a good way to test it as well. So I'm working on this. Next week, I'm probably going to post it sometime next week before our next call. So do keep an eye out on that. Anyone who's able or has even small skills, I highly recommend you maybe make your own AI agent and integrate it. You can earn some tokens, and we'll get you on the show. We'll promote you, and then maybe you can start even making some money. So yeah, that's a little bit of a, I guess, some secret news for you before it's actually public. But I'm working on that, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed my Bitcoin, my meme coin, and all the updates from this week, and you got a better feeling and understanding of what's happening in the market. Someone asked about integrating games into SuperDAP. In order to integrate games, we need to integrate HTML. That is a really big job. So I wouldn't say this is going to happen anytime soon. Obviously, next year, that is very possible. But right now, we have to do the free AI agents. We need to make this bridge. That's going to be a couple of months' work. So while we do that, I'm going to personally focus on this grants program and getting new agents on board. And of course, as always, I'll be here every week giving you updates on the industry, so you can be as updated and informed as possible about everything crypto. But that's it for today. I hope everybody has enjoyed. I'm sending love from BlockDesk News and from SuperDAP, and hope you guys have a good week and weekend. All the best, guys. Bye-bye.